Hey there, planetary kin. Today's called a Blue Magnetic Night, and it's the first day in the 13-day cycle of the Blue Night, which is all about abundance, intuition, and dreaming, the dream time. So in the iron crystal core of our Earth um, is held the spell for our planet, the contract for our planet, and that contract is abundance for all beings. So while we live on a planet where there is this distortion in abundance and the sharing of resources, then we're not quite living the dream that we are here for. And so we are all, from a very unconscious place, propelled forward to right that wrong and to share the resources, so we don't have the greed of the haves and the despair of the have-nots. So that holding of resources comes from a place of fear of not having enough, and yet we live on an abundant planet. So let's begin to address that. So in this 13-day cycle, the second day of the cycle is the capacity to ground that dreaming through what is called the yellow lunar seed. Yellow lunar seed is this one here. Oops, yellow lunar seed, which is the challenge to anchor. So this is blue night here. Oops, sorry. Blue night here. Yellow lunar seed, electric serpent. So lunar seed is about the challenge to anchor that abundance through the seeds and the growing into our highest potential, and that's the seeds of our planet, the greenery, the seeds that grow are our abundance. The third day of the cycle is called electric serpent, that activates the life force. Activates the life force. The fourth day of the cycle is to then measure that life force by how open-minded we are to share compassion. The fifth day of the cycle is called Overtone Hand, and that is guided by the eagle, the capacity to see into that dark and to accomplish and to heal and to create creative visions of how to empower the abundance, to bring healing, to empower the abundance on our planet. The number 6 day is called Rhythmic Star, and that's about coming into balance through surrounding ourselves by beauty, through being very creative, through being in nature, through being surrounded by nature, so that we get inspired to keep our waters clean, to take responsibility for the purification of our nature, to look after our nature, to be inspired to go with the flow. The 8th day is called White Galactic Dog, which is the integrity of holding space for others, for compassion, for holding space for the shadow in others. That's the 8th day of the cycle. The ninth day of the cycle is called Solar Monkey, guided by the hand, which is to trust our a capacity to accomplish, to gather the knowledge of magic that allows the abundance to pulse through us, to understand magical codes, to understand true magic, working with the elementals. These things are way beyond the little box of our conditioned mind. So you have to give it the benefit of the doubt and follow and see what happens, and then allow the magic to be revealed. So the 10th day of the cycle is called Planetary Human, guided by the sun, which is where we are manifesting our the wisdom, our capacity to be independent and sovereign, and choosing that, our capacity to choose our own independence, to choose our own sovereignty. The 11th day of the cycle is called Spectral Skywalker, which is the expression of all that has been, underneath the surface, that abundance that's been available, and now it gets to be fully expressed and released and expanded. That's Spectral Skywalker. Crystal Wizard is then the 12th day of the cycle, works on the mental plane. It's all about common unity, community, where we share all the wisdom from many different worlds, holding space for a very receptive doors to be open to share all that we have learned over the cycle. On the 13th day of the cycle, we have Cosmic Eagle, guided by the storm, which is the very creative presence of abundance, which is the abundance, the abundant vision, the abundance of creative solutions to any of the problems that we have on our planet. So anyway, so this is the 13-day cycle beginning today of the blue night, and it's all about abundance. It's all about going into the unconscious realms and questioning any sense of lack in this abundant planet, and going in there and the quest eye on to question fear, to release any sense of lack, and to be super open for the abundance to flow through us. So yeah, if abundance is coming up in your thoughts today, that's because we're just beginning the cycle, and so we get for 13 days the opportunity to explore that. So this will be the one video I do on Facebook just once every 13 days, giving a download on the cycle that we are in for 13 days, beginning today, which is Tuesday, March the 7th, in the calendar of Pope John Gregory the 13th. And in this calendar, we're in blue magnetic night for 13 days, the night wave spell. Enjoy. Blessed be. Talk to you again in 13 days. And if you feel to receive daily transmissions, go to my Patreon page. There'll be a link to it in the writing, and I'll talk to you soon. And you can receive those. They come into your Facebook, into your emails. Yeah, bless.